If you're a man over 50, I want you to pause for a moment and think about something most people never talk about: your nitric oxide levels. After age 50, the body's natural nitric oxide production drops dramatically. That means the blood vessels don't open as easily, circulation slows down, and yes, erections become weaker, slower, and less predictable. This is not your fault, it is biology. But the good news is you can help your body produce more nitric oxide naturally, and one of the simplest ways is by changing what you add to your water. Hydration alone isn't enough at this age. Plain water keeps the body functioning, but it does nothing to increase nitric oxide. That's why I tell men over 50 that the days of drinking only plain water for better performance are long gone. Your blood vessels need nutrients that convert into nitric oxide, and your body needs antioxidants that protect that nitric oxide so it can actually do its job. When you combine hydration with nitrate-rich and polyphenol-rich ingredients, you create what I call circulation water. This kind of drink boosts oxygen flow, supports heart health, improves energy, and most importantly, helps blood reach where it needs to go, especially during intimacy. Erections are nothing more than healthy blood flow, so when you improve nitric oxide, you improve firmness, stamina, and recovery. The enhanced water recipe I recommend is incredibly simple. Start with a glass of clean water, add fresh lemon for vitamin C, a pinch of pink salt for electrolytes, and half a teaspoon of beetroot powder. Beets are one of the richest natural sources of dietary nitrates, and they have been shown to raise nitric oxide levels within minutes. Then add a few slices of cucumber or mint to support hydration and soothe the digestive system. This drink doesn't just hydrate you, it vasodilates your blood vessels, meaning they relax, widen, and allow more blood to flow through them. When men start drinking this once or twice a day, they often notice improved energy within a week, better stamina during physical activity, and warmth in the hands and feet as circulation improves. Many also experience a noticeable improvement in morning erections because nighttime nitric oxide production rises again. Remember, erections are a sign of vascular health, not masculinity. When you support the system that controls blood flow, everything improves. So if you're over 50, don't rely on plain water anymore. Upgrade your hydration. Add nitric oxide boosting ingredients. Support the blood vessels that keep your heart strong and your performance solid. Small daily habits make the biggest difference. And this simple change could transform your confidence, vitality, and intimate health in ways you never expected. Nitric oxide is one of the most important molecules for male health, especially after the age of 50. Most men don't realize how deeply this single compound affects their energy, circulation, heart health, and sexual performance. It is often called the master molecule for blood flow because its primary job is to help blood vessels relax and widen so that blood can move smoothly through the body. When nitric oxide is high, the arteries open easily, oxygen delivery improves, tissues receive nutrients faster, and the entire cardiovascular system works more efficiently. But when a man reaches 50, the body's natural production of nitric oxide drops almost in half. This slowdown affects everything: stamina, endurance, recovery, and most noticeably, erection quality. Erections are simply a blood flow event. They require strong arteries, responsive endothelial cells, and a consistent supply of nitric oxide. Without enough of it, the blood vessels cannot dilate fully, meaning the penis will not become as firm or stay hard as long as it used to. Many men over 50 assume the decline is due to aging alone, but it is often the endothelial cells losing their ability to release nitric oxide. These cells line the inside of your blood vessels and act like tiny chemical factories. When you are younger, they respond instantly, releasing nitric oxide that floods the vessel walls and signals them to relax. After 50, these cells become sluggish. They don't respond the same way, and the body's enzyme systems that convert nutrients into nitric oxide also operate at a slower speed. The result is reduced blood flow, colder hands and feet, slower workout performance, and weaker erections. But the situation is not hopeless. In fact, it is completely reversible with the right daily habits. Supporting nitric oxide production isn't just about sexual health, it's about keeping the entire vascular system healthy. Low nitric oxide has been linked to fatigue, high blood pressure, poor circulation, brain fog, and lower physical performance. When you boost nitric oxide naturally, you improve everything from your cardiovascular system to your cognitive function. This is why focusing on this molecule becomes essential after 50. Instead of ignoring the decline, you can work with your body to help rebuild its nitric oxide levels daily. One of the easiest ways to do this is through what you add to your water. Plain water hydrates the body but does nothing to stimulate nitric oxide production. Men over 50 need more than hydration. They need ingredients that supply nitrates, antioxidants, and minerals that activate nitric oxide pathways. When you drink enhanced water containing natural nitrate sources, polyphenols, and electrolytes, you give your body the raw materials it needs to produce nitric oxide again. This supports healthier arteries, keeps the endothelial lining flexible, and restores proper blood flow. For many men, this simple daily habit leads to stronger morning erections, improved circulation, faster recovery after exercise, and renewed confidence. Nitric oxide is the foundation of male performance, and nurturing it allows men over 50 to regain vitality and strength in a natural, powerful way. Plain water is essential for hydration, but when it comes to improving circulation, boosting nitric oxide, and supporting stronger erections after the age of 50, drinking only plain water is not enough. Most men assume that staying hydrated automatically improves blood flow, yet hydration alone does not activate the biochemical pathways responsible for producing nitric oxide. Water keeps the body functioning, but it does not expand blood vessels, nourish endothelial cells, or deliver the nutrients required to convert nitrates into nitric oxide. That is why so many men over 50 drink plenty of water, yet still experience fatigue, cold extremities, slow recovery, and weaker erections. The problem isn't hydration, it's the lack of nitric oxide supporting compounds in what they are drinking. After 50, the endothelial lining inside the blood vessels becomes less responsive, meaning it struggles to release nitric oxide naturally. This makes the arteries stiffer and less flexible, reducing the efficiency of blood flow throughout the body. When a man drinks plain water, it hydrates the bloodstream but does nothing to stimulate the release of nitric oxide or improve vessel elasticity. This is where the concept of enhanced water becomes important. When you add specific natural ingredients to water, it transforms from simple hydration into a circulation-boosting drink. Ingredients like lemon, beetroot powder, pomegranate, mint, or even a pinch of pink salt provide nitrates, antioxidants, and trace minerals that directly promote nitric oxide production. This enhanced water begins working almost immediately. Nitrate-rich ingredients, especially beets and pomegranate, are converted by oral bacteria and stomach enzymes into nitrites, which then turn into nitric oxide inside the blood vessels. The presence of vitamin C from lemon protects nitric oxide molecules from breakdown, allowing them to stay active longer. Meanwhile, electrolytes from pink salt improve hydration at a cellular level, helping the body absorb water more efficiently and maintain healthy blood pressure. This combination supports smoother, stronger blood flow and provides the body with the raw materials it needs to naturally open up the blood vessels. Many men notice a difference within days of switching from plain water to this enhanced water. They feel more energized in the morning, less fatigue in the afternoon, and see improvements in circulation, such as warmer hands and feet. Over time, as nitric oxide becomes more consistently available, the sexual benefits become more apparent. Erections feel firmer, last longer, and respond faster because the blood vessels supplying the pelvic region finally have the nitric oxide they need to dilate properly. This makes a significant difference for men over 50 who often think reduced performance is unavoidable. In reality, the body simply needs support that plain water cannot provide. By upgrading daily hydration, men are not just drinking water, they are feeding their vascular system with the essential components required for nitric oxide production. This approach is simple, natural, and effective. It doesn't require medication, extreme diets, or complicated routines. Just adding the right ingredients transforms water into a powerful tool for restoring vitality, improving blood flow, and enhancing overall male wellness. Men over 50 often struggle with something they rarely think about: the gradual weakening of endothelial function. The endothelium is a thin, delicate layer of cells lining every blood vessel in the body, and its condition determines how efficiently blood flows through the arteries. These cells are responsible for producing nitric oxide, the molecule that signals blood vessels to relax, widen, and allow strong circulation. As men age, these endothelial cells become less responsive due to stress, inflammation, decreased enzyme activity, and reduced hormonal support. This decline directly impacts heart health, energy levels, and most noticeably erection quality. Many men over 50 believe their issues are purely hormonal or psychological, when in reality the root cause is often reduced endothelial function and the resulting drop in nitric oxide availability. When the endothelium becomes stiff or damaged, the arteries lose their natural flexibility. They no longer expand easily during exercise, physical activity, or sexual arousal. Blood reaches the extremities more slowly. Stamina decreases, and simple movements may leave the body feeling tired or heavy. Cold hands and feet become more common because circulation cannot reach the micro vessels efficiently. But the most frustrating effect appears in a man's intimate life. Erections rely heavily on the ability of blood vessels in the pelvic region to open quickly and hold pressure. Poor endothelial function means the blood cannot rush into the tissues with the same strength, resulting in weaker, slower, or short-lived erections. The challenge is that endothelial decline usually happens silently. There is no pain, no warning, no obvious signal. It builds over years until one day a man realizes that his physical performance, stamina, and sexual vitality simply aren't the same. But rather than accepting this as an unavoidable part of aging, men can take steps to support the endothelium and restore its ability to produce nitric oxide. Lifestyle habits play a huge role. Eating nitrate-rich vegetables, engaging in regular movement, reducing stress, and consuming antioxidants all help rejuvenate endothelial cells. But hydration also matters, especially when enhanced with ingredients known to promote nitric oxide production. Plain water does nothing to nourish the endothelium, but enhanced water containing natural nitrates, vitamin C, and minerals delivers the exact compounds these cells need to perform their job. Beetroot, pomegranate, and leafy greens are powerful because they enter the bloodstream, interact with the endothelial lining, and trigger nitric oxide release. Vitamin C protects these fragile molecules, allowing them to remain active longer. Polyphenols help reduce inflammation in the vessel walls, restoring flexibility. When men drink enhanced water daily, these ingredients are absorbed consistently, helping the endothelial cells regain strength and function. The vessels become more responsive, blood flow improves, and the body begins to operate more efficiently again. For many men over 50, supporting endothelial function becomes a turning point in their overall health. They not only notice better circulation, but also feel lighter, more energetic, and more confident. Erections become stronger and more reliable because the underlying vascular system is healthier. This isn't a quick fix. It's a fundamental restoration of the body's natural ability to deliver blood where it is needed most. By focusing on endothelial support and nitric oxide production, men can reclaim a level of vitality they thought was lost forever. Certain nitrates and antioxidants have a unique ability to convert into nitric oxide once they enter the human body, and this becomes increasingly important for men over 50. Nitric oxide does not come from supplements alone. Your body actually produces it from the foods and ingredients you consume. When you eat or drink nitrate-rich foods, those nitrates are first transformed into nitrites by beneficial bacteria in your mouth. Then, once they reach the stomach and bloodstream, these nitrites convert into nitric oxide. This process is natural, powerful, and one of the most effective ways to improve circulation. However, the conversion becomes less efficient with age because enzyme activity slows down, the oral microbiome weakens, and inflammation interferes with these pathways. That is why men over 50 need to intentionally choose ingredients that both supply nitrates and protect nitric oxide from breaking down too quickly. Beetroot, spinach, arugula, and pomegranate are some of the richest sources of natural nitrates. When consumed regularly, they act like fuel for your vascular system, giving endothelial cells the raw materials they need to generate nitric oxide. Beetroot powder, in particular, is highly concentrated and begins working within minutes of ingestion. It raises nitric oxide levels quickly, allowing blood vessels to relax and expand more easily. Pomegranate provides polyphenols, which not only stimulate nitric oxide production, but also protect it from oxidation. This protection is critical because nitric oxide molecules are extremely delicate and can be destroyed by stress, inflammation, smoking, high sugar diets, or poor lifestyle habits. When antioxidants from fruits like pomegranate or citrus are present, they help extend the life of nitric oxide, keeping it active long enough to improve blood flow. Vitamin C is another essential component in this process. It acts as a shield, preventing nitric oxide from breaking down and ensuring that it reaches the blood vessels. When men combine vitamin C with nitrate-rich ingredients, the result is significantly stronger nitric oxide output. This is why adding a squeeze of lemon or lime to water enhances its circulation boosting effect. Similarly, pink salt adds trace minerals like magnesium and potassium that help regulate fluid balance, support muscle relaxation, and improve overall hydration, factors that indirectly support better blood flow. All of these ingredients work together to improve vascular elasticity. When the arteries are flexible, they respond quickly during physical activity or sexual arousal, allowing blood to flow smoothly and efficiently. For men over 50, this is especially important because stiff or narrowed arteries make it difficult to achieve firm, long-lasting erections. By regularly consuming nitrates and antioxidants, men help restore the natural dilation response of the vessels and improve blood supply to vital areas of the body. The benefits extend far beyond sexual health. Higher nitric oxide levels support heart function, reduce fatigue, enhance workout performance, and improve mental clarity by increasing oxygen delivery to the brain. Many men notice that they feel more awake, more confident, and more physically capable when their nitric oxide levels are consistently supported. This internal shift is powerful and often life-changing. When nitrates and antioxidants become part of a man's daily routine, especially through enhanced water, he gains a natural, sustainable boost to circulation, vitality, and overall wellness. One of the most effective yet simplest ways for men over 50 to improve their circulation and nitric oxide levels is by adding a specific enhanced water recipe to their daily routine. Many men underestimate how quickly the right combination of ingredients can influence blood flow, oxygen delivery, and vascular flexibility. This drink works because it provides a direct supply of natural nitrates, antioxidants, electrolytes, and hydration, all in one easy habit. Most men are surprised to discover that this circulation water begins improving blood vessel responsiveness within minutes. When consumed once in the morning and once later in the day, it supports steadier energy, better exercise performance, and noticeably stronger erectile function. The recipe is simple but powerful. It starts with clean water, which acts as the base. To this, fresh lemon is added for vitamin C. Vitamin C is crucial because it protects nitric oxide molecules from breaking down too quickly, allowing them to remain active in the bloodstream longer. The next key ingredient is beetroot powder. Just half a teaspoon is enough to deliver a rich supply of dietary nitrates. These nitrates are converted first in the mouth and then in the bloodstream into nitric oxide. Beets are incredibly potent for circulation, and men often feel a warming sensation in their body or more balanced energy levels shortly after drinking them. A small pinch of pink Himalayan salt provides electrolytes like potassium, magnesium, and sodium. These minerals help with fluid balance, nerve signaling, and muscle relaxation. They ensure that the cells absorb water efficiently and that the body maintains optimal hydration throughout the day. Electrolytes also support the vascular system by helping the arteries stay relaxed instead of tight or constricted. When blood vessels are relaxed, blood can move through them more easily, which is especially important for men who want to support strong, consistent erections. Adding cucumber slices or a few mint leaves enhances the drink further. Cucumber supports hydration and contains small amounts of silica, which promotes tissue elasticity. Mint soothes digestion, freshens the mouth, and contributes mild antioxidants. Together, these ingredients create a drink that not only hydrates but actively improves circulation. What makes this drink so effective is that it supports nitric oxide production and consistently. Men over 50 often struggle with weak nitric oxide pathways, and this simple recipe reinforces those pathways every time it is consumed. Over days and weeks, the cumulative effect becomes very noticeable. Men begin experiencing improved stamina during the day, reduced heaviness in the legs, and easier breathing during activity. More importantly, they often report stronger morning erections, improved firmness during intimacy, and a faster response time. This enhanced water recipe is far easier than complicated diets or expensive supplements, yet it delivers some of the most impactful benefits for men's vascular health. By drinking it once or twice a day, a man reinforces his blood vessels, supports heart health, and restores natural nitric oxide levels. This small daily ritual becomes a powerful tool for maintaining youthful circulation, better performance, and long-lasting vitality. Consistency is the single most important factor when it comes to improving nitric oxide levels, circulation, and erectile strength after the age of 50. Most men expect quick fixes or immediate results, but the body doesn't work that way, especially as it gets older. The systems responsible for producing nitric oxide, maintaining vascular elasticity, and supporting strong blood flow respond best to routines that are followed daily. When you give your body continuous support, the improvements accumulate slowly but steadily, eventually creating noticeable changes in energy, performance, and sexual health. The enhanced water habit is effective not because it is taken once, but because it is taken regularly enough to restore the chemical pathways that weaken with age. Nitric oxide behaves like a messenger that the body must keep replenishing. It has a very short lifespan, only a few seconds before it breaks down. That means your body must constantly create more of it, and this process requires consistent input. When men over 50 start consuming nitrate-rich drinks or foods only once in a while, the effects are temporary. But when they supply their body with nitrates, antioxidants, and electrolytes every day, the nitric oxide pathways become active again. Enzymes work more efficiently, endothelial cells become more responsive, and blood vessels regain their natural ability to open and relax. This is why consistency is the real key to seeing progress. Another reason consistency matters is that the endothelial lining heals slowly. Years of stress, poor diet, low movement, inflammation, and reduced hormone levels weaken the blood vessels over time. Reversing this process takes persistence. Drinking enhanced water once may not feel life-changing, but drinking it every day gradually reduces oxidative stress, improves hydration at the cellular level, and strengthens the smooth muscle tissue inside the arteries. Over several weeks, the body begins adapting to this new supportive environment. You start noticing better warmth in the hands and feet, fewer afternoon crashes, and a more stable sense of energy. When it comes to sexual health, men often expect immediate improvements, but erections depend heavily on long-term vascular changes. The tissues inside the penis respond dramatically to consistent nitric oxide levels. When the body experiences daily support, the cavernous tissues can fill more easily. The arteries can open more quickly and the veins can trap blood more effectively. This leads to stronger morning erections, quicker arousal responses, and firmer performance during intimacy. These changes are subtle at first but become increasingly noticeable as the weeks go on. Consistency also creates hormonal balance indirectly. When circulation improves, the body can deliver nutrients and oxygen more efficiently, helping regulate testosterone, reduce fatigue, and enhance mood. Better hydration supports kidney function, muscle recovery, and lower cortisol levels. All of these factors contribute to better overall performance, not just sexually, but physically and mentally as well. What makes this approach powerful is its simplicity. You don't need to overhaul your entire lifestyle, you just need a daily habit, something easy, enjoyable, and sustainable. Enhanced water becomes a ritual that reminds your body to stay hydrated, nourished, and supported. The longer you maintain it, the stronger the benefits become. For men over 50, this consistency can be the difference between slow decline and thriving vitality. As we wrap up, remember that your body is not working against you. It simply needs the right support to function the way it was designed to. After the age of 50, the decline in nitric oxide is real, but it does not have to control your energy, your confidence, or your performance. Small daily choices create powerful long-term changes. By upgrading your hydration, feeding your blood vessels the nutrients they need, and giving your body consistent care, you can restore circulation, strengthen your erections, and reclaim the vitality you thought you had lost. This journey is not about reversing age, it's about empowering your body to operate at its best, no matter your age. Take this simple habit, apply it every day, and let your body show you just how strong, capable, and resilient you truly are. Your health is your strength, and with the right tools, you can transform it starting today.